Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Wrestling Ramblings. My name is Terry Speller, I am the Wrestling Superfan. Well, let's get straight on with the Chamber. Okay, I was wrong. Bryan lost at the Chamber. But he did put on a strong showing. And it was Corporate Kane that cost him the win. Like, Corporate Kane also cost Punk the Royal Rumble as well. So I guess that's Kane being a douche. Then Bryan challenges Triple H to a match at Wrestlemania. Now, I think I said in an earlier episode that it had been said backstage, if it comes to Triple H versus Daniel Bryan, it's highly unlikely that Triple H will let Daniel Bryan go over. And I can kind of understand the logic, in as much as Triple H has been the big dog next to The Undertaker now for a good few years. And in their mind, I'm guessing that they think if it takes The Undertaker to beat Triple H, then Daniel Bryan can't beat Triple H, because then Daniel Bryan would be able to beat The Undertaker. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm guessing that's kind of where the logic is. Now, I would have hoped that Daniel Bryan would have got into the main event for some reason, because apparently the latest internal memo or something going around in WWE is the current lineup for WrestleMania, and the main event is listed as Orton versus Batista versus ? So that kind of means that they are gearing up for a triple threat main event. Either that, or they're thinking of turning Orton into a good guy, and Batista into a bad guy. But this past SmackDown, Batista did basically turn heel. So who knows what's going to happen. Other matches that apparently are being lined up for WrestleMania is Big E versus Dean Ambrose to unify the US and the Intercontinental title. I can understand this, but at the same time, doesn't that mean or make everything that the United States Championship has stood for redundant if they're going to just combine the two, or are they just got bored of having so many titles? I don't know. Another match is Luke Harper and Eric Rowan versus Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. That could be a classic match. Their match at the Chamber was something to behold. Christian versus Sheamus. No idea. Match filler. Cody Rhodes versus Goldust. I can't see this happening. There's no logic there. Why would there be a reason for the brothers to fight? Originally there would have been a reason, but now it seems to have passed. Now they've been a tag team and tag team champions. I haven't noticed any friction. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. I don't know. The other match, which is kind of exciting, but could have a different take, depending, is an NXT match of some type. That would be awesome, I must admit. To give up-and-comers on NXT a chance to showcase themselves on the grandest stage of them all would be an amazing thing. But would they then have someone from the main roster like Corporate Kane now come out, or Bray Wyatt and basically destroy the rookies? Could it be a case of the rookies put on a good showing, and then all of a sudden one of the Wyatt family or Corporate Kane come out and just demolish everyone and kind of put the young upstarts down a peg? It would be a case of bull crap, basically, because anyone who saw or read anything about that NXT pay-per-view will say that it pretty much blew away most of Raw, SmackDown, and most pay-per-views that the WWE has put on recently. So maybe WWE could take a page out of NXT's book rather than the other way around. In another news, it is looking more and more likely that Rey Mysterio is going to be done with WWE when his contract runs out in 3 months. There's no top spot left for him at the moment, and it's said backstage that with CM Punk gone, more of that in a minute, and Daniel Bryan and Sheamus, there is just no room for Rey Mysterio at the top anymore. There has been talk of Rey going to back. I don't know if he ever... Yeah, he did. He was at the AAA or AAA. There's talk of him going back there. If that's the case, then fantastic, because he would do well back in Mexico and for that promotion. But it's an AAA's new project, which is being run by Conan, or Conan, sorry. And seeing as Conan and Ray are still really quite close and quite tight, Ray could end up being a major player for this new promotion. This could be quite cool. In other news, it is a huge rumour going around right now, and if you're listening to this today, which is Monday the 3rd of March, then fantastic. If you're listening to this on Tuesday the 4th of March, then you can probably blow this rumour out the water or go, hey, you were right, who knows. But tonight on Raw, apparently CM Punk could return. The Raw is being held in Chicago, so it's his home crowd. Either that or it's a big hoax to try and get more ratings in. I know The Undertaker's scheduled to appear, so is The Undertaker. But if CM Punk did turn up for this show, you can guarantee that the roof is just going to get blown away. However, if Punk doesn't turn up, and it is all a big hoax, that Raw crowd is going to destroy and take over Raw. It's going to be like the Raw after WrestleMania, when you had people humming Fandango's music, when you had people cheering Ziggler, when you had Ryback do a turn on John Cena and get cheered out of the building. It's going to be bad. Everyone is going to get eaten alive. It's going to be the end of Royal Rumble all over again if Punk doesn't show up. But either way, it will be entertaining, and I hope everyone's going to be watching it. Anyway, moving on to Southwest news. And next weekend is going to be a brilliant weekend, because there is two great shows coming up. First, coming from Brixham, in the Brixham Theatre, and is LEP. You know by now my feelings towards this promotion. I love this promotion. I think they're brilliant. I think they're doing such a great job, and they're coming up the pike so quickly. It's on Saturday, March 8th. It's got a great ladder match main event, and you're going to see some great wrestling talent in the UK Dominator. The wrestler formerly known as Mark Walsh, Chris Marvel, as well as Danny Walsh and Tyler Hawk, and I believe John Harding's on the card. And I have the honour, and I'm so privileged, of being the MC for this show. I am buzzing about this so much. I'm so excited. And it's bound to be, and because I'm so excited, it's bound to be a great show. For ticket information, please go to www.lepwrestling.co.uk or visit the Facebook page at LEP Promotion Wrestling. That's March 8th at Brixham Theatre in Brixham. Now, on Sunday, there on March 9th, live from Stonehouse Creek, Plymouth, it's Plymouth Wrestling Alliance, and its last show before the huge 5th anniversary show. The show Sunday promises to set the stage for what's to come for the anniversary show. It's bound to be great. There's a huge 6-man tag match between UK Dominator PJ Jones and the guy who is a thorn in my arse, Johnny Sicko. As well, these who are going up against Richard Worsley, Soldier Boy Steve Prince, and John Harding. That's going to be a fantastic match. I can just see it now. It's going to be a real barnstormer of that match. Also is the wrestler formerly known as Mark Walsh, Chris Marvel, rubbing Eddie Ryan's nose in it by facing Eddie's tag partner and close friend Jason LaRusso. I so hope I got his name right. I apologise if I haven't. And yes, as normal, I will be there as the RMC for the show. Monday, I'll have no voice after Saturday and Sunday. I know it. So check it out, and for more info, go to the Facebook page at Official Plymouth Wrestling Alliance. So there you go. I hope everyone enjoys Raw tonight, and I hope everyone has a good week. And I hope I see everyone at the shows at the coming weekend. I know this is a pretty short show today. It's getting late. I have other stuff to do. And to be honest, it's been a bit of a quiet week when it comes to wrestling. And if you haven't told, my voice is kind of a bit at the moment. I haven't been feeling great, so there you go. So yeah, this is Wrestling Ramblings episode 10. I hope you've all enjoyed this very quick, brief show, and I may even do a part 2 after Raw, depending on what happened, because Raw promises it could be a fantastic one or it could be a huge disappointment. But either way, I've got a feeling with what the fans could do, it may very well be worth another episode. So you might get part 2. If not, I shall catch you all next week. If you hear a part 2, I shall speak to you all again this week. Until then, everyone in the world who listens to the show, please take care.